All right, guys. So, how are you? What's going on? Sincerely, Sadiq. Um, my name is Coach Wilfred Asukwo. I am a certified John Maxwell coach. I'm also the founder of Zit Worldwide, a virtual coaching platform. I'm an agile coach, a safe certified trainer. I'm also I do a lot of public speaking. Um, I'm straight. I'm a father. I'm also a husband of one wife. Nobody said it is. That's how it's supposed to be. But yeah. Tony, how are you? So, how are you guys doing? You guys know I run classes. I teach certification classes because I'm a capacity builder as well. So, I'd like you to know that the coming year, I'm going to be running strictly paid classes. But I have coaches on my platform who are also growing like I was. They are my students. They're in the six-figure space and they are becoming coaches. So they offer to also teach for free, just the same way I did, to build their confidence, build their capacity, also get to add value and potentially make money. I mean, that's the goal. So as a coach, I am also skilled in replicating myself in others. So don't get it twisted. If you don't see me offering free classes, yes, but I do have other coaches that will offer free classes. So get ready to be part of it if that's something that resonates with you. So my Safe Scrum Master is coming up on the 6th and on the 7th. It is MLB. I'm going to answer you. Who made that rule? Who made that rule that you should not button the suit? Don't button up when sitting. Who made that rule? I want you to let me understand who made the rule. If instead of you to focus on what I'm saying, you are focused on my dressing. For real. Who made that rule? Hmm? If Nigerians will wear winter jackets in Nigeria, you see Nigerians wearing winter boots. Hmm? It's not like I can't take the correction, but that's some huge distraction. Who made who made that rule that you can't button up when seated? Don't let me X you from my life. I have zero tolerance for that. If I wear native now, I come sit down for you. You go tell me, say, no, you can't wear cap when you're wearing native. That is how you get stuck with religion. Religion. So that's where, when we tell you that the Bible you are dying for, the Bible that you are carrying on your head, somebody wrote it to manipulate your head like this. You will say, I am lying. You see people wearing mufflers in Nigeria. Why do you wear muffler? You know what muffler is meant for? It's freezing over here. I'm even sitting in the basement and it's freezing. Don't lose focus. All right. So I'm not gonna lose my thoughts. So like I said, there are still gonna be free classes. I encourage you to watch out for them. The only difference is that I'm not the one to teach. I have people that I have trained, I have coached them, they've gotten their own six figures. They also want to teach, they also want to coach. When you coach, you make a lot of money. When you work as an agile coach, you work as a release train engineer, you're talking of 165 to $220,000 a year just working for anybody. So these people are also willing to teach. They're also willing to coach for free. So when I will share the flyer, I'll put it up on my website. Feel free. But as for Wilfred, I am too busy to teach free classes. I'm too busy now to teach free classes. And like I've said, I have done that for 2 years, 24 months. I have never seen anybody that have attended my class for free severally posted my picture and said, this guy, you've done well. I've learned a lot from your class. None. That's not the reason why I'm doing what I'm doing. I do it for myself. I enjoy doing it. I have the capacity to do it. Aside having the capacity to do it, I also get to learn from the people that I teach. Grace, if going by what you're asking me, if that was the case, I wouldn't be here talking to you. Going by what you just wrote now, or that question you're asking me, IBK will not be there. That was why I was telling you guys, not be everything I will feel open my mouth talk for public. If you come to any of my close classes, I can tell you that it doesn't work like that. Our Indian brothers and sisters that are boiling in that space, where they get the experience? Do you realize that um, the entry level positions, they are not meant for you and I? And if you check Grace, Gray Mercy, you're probably a married man or a married woman, right? So let's say you're getting to work and they're paying you $50,000, $60,000. Would that be okay for you? So you're getting into this space with some certain expectations in your mind. So if you want to make both ends meet, there are certain metrics. Yes, you are a single guy. Great. So if you're earning 50,000 or 60,000, you think that will be enough for you to settle down? Let's say you're outside of the country. Let's say you're in Nigeria. Six figures starts from if you're making 2 million and above. Are people making that amount in Nigeria? Yes. Outside of the country, in fact, they make from 3,000 up. I have someone that just clinched $75,000 per year in the live for Abuja. The person lives in Abuja. I don't want to call his name. Some of you may know him. My mentee, yes. So these classes that I'm talking to you, some of them, they are free. Scrum Master, Product Owner, you will see some people on my platform, they will teach it for free. One, they are building their own capacity. They are building their own confidence, just like I built mine. If you wake me up in the sleep in those classes that I teach, ask me anything, even in the dream, I will answer you. That's what you guys did for me. So that you did not celebrate me or tell me thank you publicly or post my picture or make my post go viral. No. It doesn't change anything. And on top of that, like I've said, people still pay for the classes. So I still cash out last. So the same thing when these people come to teach, I've coached them, I have trained them, I have refined them. So there are certain expectations that I expect from them as well. And I told them, if people stay in your class, if you started with 50 and at the end of 2 days, you have 40, you've done well. If you have 35, you need to work hard. When I teach a class and I start the class with 65, I can guarantee you that I will finish with 50 or 55. Even though it's a free class, 50 to 55 will finish. Sometimes I will start with 100, I will finish with 100. Yes. So I know how to retain you seated for 16 hours. You don't shake except either your data finish or you're going to work. Sure you get? Good. So my business analysis too is coming up. Those of you that don't know what business analysis is, business analysis is life. It's encompassing. It's a loaded course on its own. You can take advantage of this class. It's coming up in January and I'm charging $500 because you're going to be having hands-on how to manage projects. Inside this class, I also coach how to optimize your resume. Not just coach, I will have to give you the template. You do it, you bring it back to the class. We'll all work on it together. Optimize your LinkedIn. If you have interviews, you can bring it there. I will prep you there in that class because the cost of coming to sit down with me one-on-one is $500 per hour. But to make it a little bit easy for you, your $500 for 20 days, I can coach you all through. If you want to face the hot seat every single day, I day class, I not go anywhere. Now you self go tire. So at the end of 20 days, you should be a different entity. You should be a different person. There will be a paradigm shift in your head. The things your pastor have never told you, I will tell you there. The things your parents did not tell you, I will tell you in that BA class. Ask those that have attended and let's see if what I'm saying is true. All right? So I encourage you, BA class. So how do you make 6 figures in dollars in 2024? First thing first, How do you make six figures in dollars in 2024? Do you really need the six figure? That's the question. Do you really need the six figure? If you really need the six figure, then sit down and establish what is the core reason why you need the six figure. Because you can't start looking for something that you don't have a reason for. Some of us are just chasing shadow with other people. You see other people doing stuff, you think you want to do it. You have to determine to do things differently in 2024. If you need six figure, why do you need six figure? Eh? If you need six figure, why do you need six figure? Establish that reason first, and then look at it. How old are you? What and whose responsibility are you carrying? Because look at it. If you're at 40, that time you should be building on what you have been experiencing or you've been doing in your late 20s and your 30s. And if that's not the case, well, it is not too late for you to start. One of these days, I'll talk to you guys about what you do when you're just finishing school, what you do when you're in your 20s, what you do when you're in your 30s, and what you do when you are hitting your 40s and your 50s. Currently, I'm paying 8 people who are working for me. Interestingly, I'm paying 8 people who are working for me. So that means I don't chop the lefu, they pay another person. I'm building up on things that I've learned in the last couple of years. So now, what phase are you? You need to establish what phase you are in your life. And why do you need six figure? Are you seeking for six figure because you've heard six figures? Other people are looking for six figure. No, it is high time you do things differently, in the sense that you want to establish why you want to do a thing before you proceed into doing it. I spoke in one of my videos yesterday. I said, if you are waiting to create your goals on crossover night in your church, I am sorry. What they are looking for is for you to sow that special seed or make a promissory note. It has never worked. Religion has been a tool of manipulation. I'm sorry to say it. The Bible we are all killing ourselves was written by human beings. And the goal was for control and manipulations. Control and manipulations. Whoever brought it for us, so they gave you the Bible, gave you their borrowed religion, and took away gold from you. They took away your crude oil, your uranium, your gold, they took away all those ones and gave you religion that, oh, follow religion, it will solve your problem. Ever since you've been sowing special seed, what problem has it solved? So 31st is around the corner. You are not planning your goals yet, though. You are not looking at how to make the six figure yet, though. On the crossover night, after they've hyped you up like this, you feel hyped. You have done praise and worship. They have used one scripture from the Holy Book to bamboozle your head. They now tell you, pick up a paper, write your goals down, type it on your phone, begin to send it to God. Oh, of course, send it to God. And you pick up your phone, you type it, you send it to God. After you finish, lift it up to heaven, lift it up, begin to prophesy and begin to offer God a special seed so that this will come to pass. You've just fallen a mugu. Do things differently in 2024. On that day, I will cross my leg in my sitting room and be watching TV. Possibly call some of my friends. Let's party inside my house. I got a big sitting room. Ain't going to nowhere. I've not been going to that excuse my English. It's time you get to change to do things differently. Six figure in dollars in 2024. It is not by you going to crossover night and write your goals over there and sow a special seed. Haven't you seen the people that sow special seeds since now them the first jackpot out of Nigeria? Look at this one, super underscore stel one. The God I believe in is not the same God you believe in. The one you believe in is manipulating your head. The one I'm believing in is prospering me every day. The one you believe in is manipulating your head and your family. That's why it's making you ask that question. I don't believe in heaven. I don't believe in hell. It doesn't exist. I don't believe in rapture. They don't exist. They don't exist. These are all manipulation. Listen, I don't believe in your God. I believe in Abasi. What if I had all the money like King James had and had power and begin to push the word Abasi into the system? Wouldn't you call God Abasi? You will say there's nothing like God. You will wipe God off your head. Anything, whatever you call that thing that does, like you see as this thing goes up, it comes down, right? Whoever is controlling that force is what I call God. Whoever is controlling the force of water, water covers 70% of the earth. We only live in 30% of the earth, right? Water occupies 70% and up to the depth of 36,000 feet deep, if not more. Yet it hasn't covered the whole earth. Whoever is holding that water there is what I call God. But the one that you are following, the one they are introducing to you, I am sorry, is not called God. That's not the kind of God I know. The kind of God I know does not collect tithe and offering. Let me remove you first. Take your dingbat head out of here. Olori Bruku or de Jijiri. Omo Oshi. Bah! Take it. Get out of there. Those are the agents of the manipulation. My audience, they don't understand me now, but that one is just they call me. I will slam you, then send you out. You don't belong here. The God I believe in God, though, and guess what? I believe in Eledumare. My traditional people calls him Eledumare. My traditional people calls him Kabiesi. Okay. Who gave him the word God? God is simply that invisible force that you cannot explain how you get up and go to the bathroom and pee. How you go to bed. Your liver is interacting with your kidney. Your kidney is interacting with your stomach. Your stomach is interacting with your brain. Whoever controls that mystery that you can't explain, you can choose to call him Ipaiso. That's my vernacular language. Do you understand me? So, who gave him the word God? It is man that decided to call that super force God. Just so you know. God didn't give himself the name God. We just acknowledge that there is a super force on earth that you and I cannot explain. And guess what? The earth is just one of the planets. I've explained this 1 million times. There are several planets on earth. We did geography in school. So, but you choose to be a dingbat because you're not making research. And all these people that sat down to write nonsense and come and manipulate it, they say, oh, the Bible was inspired by the Holy Spirit. Who created the word inspired? When you find me who created the word inspired, then you come and tell me about the Bible. We just read the Bible as novel, just to make sure that somehow, the things that are there, they are not wrong. You don't have to obey what is there. The goal was to condition your head and manipulate you. But unfortunately, a lot of people do not follow this nonsense. They don't follow it because it's not working. Think about it. Your pastor that is preaching you the Bible for you. Your pastor, he has iPhone, right? He has iPhone, right? Good. He has iPhone. And that iPhone that he has was created by atheists. The founder of Apple says there is no God. He was entitled to his opinion. He lived his life and went on to 6 feet. and your pastor is telling you, don't be unequally yoked with unbelievers. Abi na me quote am, abi no be so you read dey inside the Bible when man right can't give you. Why should your pastor go and use a product of a man who said there is no God? He is using it happily. He's contributing to his product even after the man has gone to rest. Who is stupid? Who is having a low IQ? Who has been manipulated? It's not your pastor. Is it not your pastor? Who has been manipulated? Is it not your pastor? It's not your pastor. Why is your pastor using a product of an atheist? Why? If it's not Olori Bruku, your pastor, your GO, all of them, they are using iPhone. This our app, when would they use here? So the person when get this app, you know, yes, he tell you say Baba God no dey. Your pastor they preach on top this app. He they preach on top Facebook. You know, say your pastor now Olori Bruku, now hypocrisy they kill him. No, think I am not disrespecting anybody. You understand? He say 5G is a sin, but meanwhile he's using 5G to make calls. And this is where I tell you guys, me, I believe in that God who controls the force of gravity, who controls the chemistry or the metabolic process of the body. And I believe in science. And let me open your head a little bit. Science was invented by man, and that man has body like you and I. The phone you are using is science. The car that takes you from one place to the other is science. The plane you used to fly to come to Yankee is science. The healthcare, now all of you are complaining about GlaxoSmithKline, that the medication you used to buy for asthma is this, is that. Is it not science that produced that? It was science. Think about it. The house you live is a product of science, because every single part of the house was generated from science. They are byproducts of science. But your pastor will come, your religious leaders will come and stand in the pulpit and try to contest science and even condemn science. And meanwhile, they are using science every single day. Can't you see how their IQ is low? Can't you see how dumb they are? Some will even tell you, oh, you don't need health insurance. Can't you see how low their IQ is? Meanwhile, they are using science every day. They are buying foreign cars. Cars are product of science. They are eating re-engineering food. Is that not the product of science? The Milo you drink, the peak milk you drink, is that not science? Think. Use your head. If you want to make 6 figures in 2024, use your head. Think. Your pastor, they are washing your head every day. They are manipulating you every day, ignorantly. And you ask the question, who gave these scientists the sense to do what they are doing? They are solving problems that you and I are paying for. Is it not God that gave them sense? So if you want to make 6 figures, the first thing you need to do is begin to think logically and strategically, right? So your pastors are the product of your suffering. Your religious leaders are the product of your suffering. And now let me educate you very well. Religion is a system. The same way education is a system. The same way politics is a system. The same way business is a system. So whatever and whichever one that you choose to lock yourself into, that is the outcome you will get. And because they are all systems, they are all tools, they are interwoven and interrelated. So those of them that understand that they are systems, They are using it to control those ones that don't know that they are systems. That's why you see religious leaders are whining and dining with politicians. Nothing they share. Of course, Daddy Freeze will tell you that Bible was written by human beings. He will tell you that outrightly. All this one will shout it was inspired by the Holy Spirit. Inspire, fire you there. Who created the word inspire? Before you tell me that, tell me who created the word inspired. And guess what? When you listen and you read some stories in the Bible, you even say, Omo, if every day as they talk, Omo, if I reach there, I go first ask Baba God, how far now? Baba God, this kind of thing when I read for your holy book, oh Baba, it no make sense. So help me make I understand them. Back in the days, a prophet would call on boar from the bushes and they will eat up children. Back in the days, you will see prophet, they will invoke fire from heaven according to how they say it. It will consume the altar of the evil one. Back in the days, you will hear that our Lord Jesus Christ was walking in the sea. Wait, the God that did all this one, he don't go vacation? How many of your pastors don't do any of this? They try to fake it. They try to manipulate it. When that if we talk now, they say they insult person. There is nothing like that. They are all fictitious stories. They were all fictitious stories. Guess what? Let me show you one book. You guys need to go and read that book. Let me show you. The Devil's Dictionary. Go and get it and read it. Devil's Dictionary. It probably give you a little balance of your common sense. And that leads me to the next point. If you want to start making six figures in dollars in 2024, begin to read books that would give you a significant amount of awareness. Read books. It's the basis, of course, it's that is the basics and the foundation of our problems back in that region. Yes. Read books, grab some sense. When you move away from that, the next thing you want to be doing is make friends with people that will lift you up. Friends with people that will do what? That will lift you up. What you are doing right now is not helping you. That's why you can't see six figure until you change that narrative. Change that narrative. Even when you see those ones that are making money and still tell you that, oh, they're religious, they are not religious. They just hold on to religion as one of their hobbies, but they are investing their time significantly to develop themselves and to scale. I'm coming to Daddy Freeze next month. I'll pay him 1.something million. Which of your pastors they collect 1.something million for just talking? I was talking to my best friend Emeka. I said, your pastor does not, I'm not sure he makes 2 million in a month. But one person will come talk to me, will pay me from Nigeria. Let's not even go there. I'm not a pastor, but you have to pay me $2,000 to have me talk to you for 4 hours. Yes, now. That's it, the BB. So that means there is a business that is dominant in the West internet space. People that are offering their services to help coaches like us to scale. That was where I went to John Maxwell. I paid $4,000. Now it's $7,000. Yes, but because industry of coaching is not there in Nigeria, it's not there in Africa, you don't see people offering services to support them because they don't even have the structure to support coaches over there. It's an industry. Yeah. I need you guys to think of how to make a six figure. 2024 is around the corner. You can do it. You have all it takes to do it. Love you guys. I'll talk to you guys again tomorrow evening. I have to run. See you all at the top. the bottom is crowded. If you want to join any of my classes, check the link on my profile. The link will tell you what to do. Follow through it. Register to my classes. If you need to talk to me one-on-one, send me the synopsis of what you want to talk about. When I read it, I will ask for your number. If it makes sense. I don't waste time with people whose IQ is that of religion. You want to come and talk to me? No, I don't want to do that. I select people that I coach. I don't care how much you have. If you're not making sense, you're just going to waste your money. If what you are doing is working, you will not want to talk to me. Remember, if what you are doing is working, you will not want to come and talk to me. So, but if you know what you're doing and you want to have that conversation, when I read the synopsis of when you reach out to me one time, I'll ask for your number because I don't want you to pay for what you don't know. Yes. I don't want you to pay for what you don't know. As ever, love you guys. Talk to you guys later. Bye.